Is human dignity a matter of numbers? Between March 2020 and February 2021, worldwide, more than 103 million persons were infected with COVID-19 and more than 2 million passed away. The 11 million people held in penal institutions throughout the world are in a particularly vulnerable situation. And then there are also the persons with psychosocial and intellectual disabilities in specialized institutions, forensic centers, and clinics. But they are just a minority. Do they really count? Yes, they do. We can't reduce human dignity to numbers and statistics. Persons with psychosocial and intellectual disabilities who are deprived of liberty are individuals with different stories and backgrounds. Their rights need to be protected also during the COVID-19 pandemic. Receiving no information about the virus can be confusing, scary, and stressful, equally if you are deprived of liberty and have psychosocial and intellectual disabilities. That's why it is important to inform detainees about COVID-19 and the measures to prevent its spread in a transparent and inclusive way. Doing so ensures that they can protect their health and understand and accept the sometimes drastic regulations better. The pandemic has made it necessary for the authorities to restrict detainees' interaction with the outside world. This also means that they cannot meet with their relatives the way they did before. However, family and friends are key to the detainees' mental health, well-being, and rehabilitation. While other forms of communication offer ways to compensate for the regular visits, persons in detention can't do what they miss most: hug their beloved ones. In many cases, the time for visits is further limited, and combined with the risk of being infected with COVID-19, some relatives cannot even make it all the way to the institution. Therapies are essential for detainees with psychosocial and intellectual disabilities. A suspension of therapies can have severe negative consequences for the health of detainees. Ensuring access to therapies, also in times of COVID-19, must have top priority. They are decisive for the rehabilitation, reintegration, and release of persons deprived of liberty. Preventive detention and custodial measure have no set time limit. Release depends on many factors. Besides therapy, it is crucial how a person reacts to increasing relaxations of the detention, such as leaving the closed institution for a shorter or longer period, with or without staff. The halt of such relaxations significantly reduces a detainee's chance to prepare for reintegration into society and ultimately can prolong the deprivation of liberty. Preventing the spread of COVID-19 in closed institutions is challenging. In this complex situation, there is no simple right or wrong. Some regulations exacerbate the situation of persons with psychosocial and intellectual disabilities in detention, but there are ways to mitigate the negative impact. Although some action has already been taken, further efforts are necessary to ensure the protection of human dignity during pandemics, also behind closed doors.